It's right.
All right, good morning, good evening, and good night, and welcome to another episode of a Good Wrestling Podcast. I fixed that camera. I am your host, Jamal Good, and I want to welcome you to another wonderful, beautiful day. Season 3, episode 4. And I can hear myself over here. Mute that. All right. I can't do it by myself. I'm joined by let's go with Buddy first. Buddy, welcome to the show.
Boombayah. Boombayah.
There we go. All right.
Boombayah.
Welcome, brother. Welcome. We are also joined today
Boombayah.
by Will. Will, welcome to the show.
You never introduced me correctly.
I'm actually going to be nice this season. No long, super intricate, possibly confusing intros. I'm going to be nice this season. For once. Jamal, why are you looking like that?
Because that's not what the people expect.
That sounds like a personal problem, but it's not mine.
So you're not here for the people?
We are kid friendly. That's why you got a Sesame Street thing on.
I said I was going to be nice this season. Maybe next season I'll go back to the confusing rants. Well, confusing to y'all, not to myself.
Boombayah.
Copy that. Well, fellas. Another good week in wrestling, but I got a topic for you. Apparently, the WWE is going to be inducting matches to the Hall of Fame.
Matches?
Matches.
So is it going to be like they're not going to do it again? Like, or they just like, oh, this is going to match that? Because who takes credit?
John Cena, Rock 2 would be inducted to the Hall of Fame. Example.
Wait. You said Cena Rock 2?
Yes, I'm like using this example. That's what they would do.
Oh, okay. I'm about to say that's the first one. That's a terrible idea. That match, no.
No. So my question to you, fellas.
No, it's a horrible idea.
What match would you induct in the Hall of Fame? This is probably a thing that I should have texted y'all, but I said, fuck it, I do it on the fly. So, what match would you induct in the Hall of Fame? This
is when we say bad things to you. Because naturally, I will always go to WrestleMania 3, Macho Man versus oh my God! Whoa! Randy Savage versus oh my God!
Was it the Dragon?
Yeah, Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. I would do any match with most of mine would be in the 80s. I don't see anybody now. Maybe Shawn versus Undertaker at WrestleMania. What was that one? Well, what was that one?
Not the retirement.
We're on 25 or 20? Was it 24 or 25?
Yeah.
You talking about the retirement match?
I know. You know what I would put in there?
What?
Brock versus Goldberg, WrestleMania 20.
Oh my God. That one, really?
Meat on meat.
Sting versus Ric Flair in Baltimore, the Great American Bash, when he won the championship.
But that's the other thing. So would you do
your wrestling history?
Wrestling history in general, just wrestling history in general.
I don't care about the WWE Hall of Fame. What would you put in the Wrestling Hall of Fame? What match?
I would go to NWA, but that's just my personal preference.
If I had to pick one, the first one I would pick would be TLC 2 at WrestleMania 17 between Edge and Christian, Dudley's and the Hardys. That'd be one of my first ones.
My second one would be. Oh, go ahead, I'm sorry.
Second one would be AJ, Daniels, Joe, X Division title match.
I just saw that. That just popped up.
Because it's like it's been a lot of great matches. I mean, I would have to pull up the Von Erich versus the Freebird. But again, mine would be older than most. Because I don't like new things being in the Hall of Fame. It gotta bring you some nostalgia.
So, buddy, personally, what would your cutoff be? What year would you be your cutoff?
I would do like the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. It got to be at least 30 years.
That's fair.
It got to be at least 30 years.
Ain't nobody in this generation know about that.
Do your math. 30 years ago was the 2000s.
The 90s.
Yeah, it was the 90s. So that was like the Attitude Era and above.
So probably before the Ruthless Aggression era.
Right.
I don't remember.
Nothing Cena should be in there.
I don't remember what pay-per-view it was, but it would have been the pay-per-view where Bubba Ray had challenged, I think it was Taz for the World Championship. And they had the World Championship title match as the first match.
Was that
that was amazing for me to see a title match.
Was that 97?
What ECW event was that?
I don't that's what I said. I don't remember what pay-per-view it was, but I remember Bubba Ray coming out was like demanding the title shot, and he got the title shot the first match. And then I guess I think Taz went on to win. He won that one, and then we had another match later that night.
Let's see.
You looking it up?
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now.
That shit was amazing.
That was in that was 96.
It was that? No.
It was 96. It had to be 96.
I thought it was later than that.
No.
Because I thought it was an Anarchy Rule. Was it?
Anarchy, was it Anarchy Rule?
I'm still looking.
They only had like 6 pay-per-view. That's fucked up. I'm sorry. So sorry.
Taz, Bubba Ray. Falls Count Anywhere match. The opportunity was awarded to Bubba for doing such a great job. Blah 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 blah.
Was it that late?
It had to be late because you got to remember everything stopped in 2000.
Technically, yeah.
Oh no. Oh, I see the one. See, that's a tag match though.
I'm still looking. Not hardcore Heaven 1999.
That might have been it.
No, because one of the matches Taz was Chris Candido, so not that one.
Was it Heat Wave 99? It wasn't Heat Wave 99.
I'm gonna find this. We will come back to this. I just remember Bubba Ray came out and challenged. Whoever the champion was, the first match, and he lost, and then he went on a fight later on that match. That shit was revolutionary to me. You know what I mean? And I think somebody else tried to replicate it later on.
I mean, everything they did, they tried to replicate it on. It was just one of those.
They took everything. Vince stole all that shit.
It wasn't just Vince. CZW.
No, Vince.
Bro, send me the website.
And Eric. Eric sold a lot of stuff too. You know what I mean?
They pretty much, and then after everything closed down, that's when everyone's like, all right, we just gonna have CZW itself, the IWC mid South with shit.
Can't remember.
It was IWC with Ian Rotten. A lot of stuff Ian Rotten did. Because after that, like that drug influence just completely just sprawled off.
Didn't like the Rottens. No, all of them. So let's talk about some rest of current weeks since we got that off the chest. So not fans of the inducting the matches.
No, because the question isn't that if you want to induct it, it's like it gotta be a reason to do it.
Yeah, it's like to use your example, Cena Rock 2. I don't see a reason to do that match. There's no reason. Cena Rock 1 is a different story. I can see that one because that was actually surprisingly good. The second one, no. So yeah, I don't. It's an interesting idea, but it's got to be a good enough reason for it.
Because you got to think about what moments are you trying to relive, and do you celebrate the person who? Do you celebrate the agent of the book who did it? So is Dusty that's what I'm saying? Like, so who would be the one actually taking?
Who gets the credit, basically?
Right.
Like for example, the match I put up, for example, Hardy's Edge Christian Dudley's TLC 2. Biggest moment in that one was Edge spearing Jeff Hardy from the top of the ladder while Hardy was hanging from the belt. That's a good moment right there.
You talking about moments? You talking about moments?
Well, no. What Buddy is saying is like there's got to be something in that match that makes it worth being Hall of Fame. Right. I'm just giving an example.
Gotcha. Okay. Okay.
It's episode 4, not 3.
I know. I said that. I gotta change it.
Okay.
I'll change it after we get finished the show.
But I mean, it's one of the things. Like, and you're talking about ECW hardcore happening in 1999.
Okay.
I knew it was late.
Right. That was 99. That was when everybody. That's after when everybody was leaving.
So I just happened to come across that and just didn't know it was right one. Okay, that's fine. But yeah, the idea isn't bad. It's just how will it be conducted, and then who again? Like, but they say who's gonna get the credit at the end of the day? Who's getting inducted?
Because everybody's gonna say Undertaker versus Mick Foley.
Everyone's gonna say Undertaker versus Shawn Michaels.
Right.
I wouldn't say Shawn Michaels. I would say Mick Foley. I would say Kane with the Undertaker. You know, he's got classic matches. You know what I mean? I would have said him versus Hulk Hogan. Shit. You know what I mean? When Undertaker first came out. You know what I mean?
Or Shawn Michaels versus Bret Hart. I mean, they're gonna talk about not the screwdriver one, but the one before that one.
Yeah, or Bret Hart versus Stone Cold.
The double
turn.
Because that was like one of the first double turns in history.
Yeah, that'd be another one. Another one which would be a little bit later would be the triple threat match for the Undisputed World Heavyweight Championship, Bryan, Batista, and Orton.
Right. Well, then you go outside of.
I'd say the first Royal Rumble where the championship was up for grabs.
That was
it Ric Flair?
I think it was Ric Flair.
Yeah, it was Ric Flair.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like there's a number of things you have to consider when making these kind of matches. I wouldn't be surprised. Oh God, I wouldn't be surprised if someone tries to induct a finger poke of doom into that Hall of Fame.
Mm-hmm. Would you leave it up to the fans to vote? You give the fans 5 matches to vote?
50-50 because some fans be making some good points, but let's be 100% fair. There's going to be a lot of things that we're going to question about.
Well, no. I'm talking about they just give you 5 matches to choose from, and this motherfucker's dancing behind. I give you 5.
You just not realizing the goblins behind you.
Dancing. You beat it. Congratulations. My son just beat Zelda, Breath of the Wild.
Okay.
I think he thinks I'm about to buy him Tears of the Sun.
Tears of the Kingdom.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a whole different other conversation because I never played it, but I tried to find the history of it, and I didn't realize how convoluted it was.
Oh yeah, the storyline of Legend of Zelda is very convoluted because it goes in different timelines and there's different things that kind of connect to each other. It's a long thing that you're not going to understand unless you dedicate actual time to it. You're not going to understand. The only Legends I tried to play 2 Legend of Zelda games, but never beat any of them. That was Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask.
Yeah, it's a deep rabbit hole.
But what I will say is the great game out there is
oh my god. Oh, that's what you're saying?
What happened?
Hogwarts.
I thought you was about to say Fire Pro Wrestling. The best
the Wizard game.
Yes, that game is amazing.
What Fire Pro?
That game
yes.
is
amazing. No, Jamal. Anyway, one of my personal favorite games. I know it is like a complete side topic of what we're supposed to be doing. One of my personal favorite games is Metal Gear Rising, actually, if not Bayonetta.
Metal Gear? Metal Gear, that's the one that Samoa Joe in, right?
Huh? About to eat it.
That's the one that Samoa Joe in, that TV show?
No, that's Twisted Metal.
Which I started watching.
Y'all gonna watch that?
I already watched it. I'm watching it. He's very good in that show.
But no, Metal Gear Rising is a spin-off of the Metal Gear Solid series. Developed by the people at Platinum Games, the same people who worked on Bayonetta, Anarchy Reigns, Neo Automata, which is another personal favorite of mine. They Platinum Games does done a lot of action-based kind of games. Other than that, so a friend of mine just sent me a trailer for Mortal Kombat 1. They dropped a new trailer recently, like yesterday. So I gotta look at that when I get a chance.
you guys still talking about?
Well, we kind of went. We kind of went from talking about wrestling to talking about video games, kind of.
Thompson.
I feel like they should promote Mortal Kombat 1 during.
Shut up. Go back to your work. 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 I will grab this Nerf gun and shoot you. Go back to your work. God damn it.
Thompson Chop.
It's promotion.
Thompson Chopper and Bronson Reed.
Tommaso Ciampa and Bronson
Reed. That guy.
Wow. His name isn't even that hard to pronounce, but okay.
No, he's eating. That's what he's eating. So he's going for his new fan base.
Anyway,
I think I'm cute. I'm hungry.
I am now mentally scarred. Wow. That hurt my ears so bad.
What?
That hurt my ears. I am mentally scarred now. I will never recover.
I'm just a hungry boy. Anyway.
As someone who used to sing, I'm gonna advise you to stop. That was terrible. That was garbage. Anyway, Tommaso Ciampa, and can someone block this man? Anyway, Jamal's being a discount Shawn Michaels. Let me phrase it. He's being Chinese Shawn Michaels.
Oh, jeez.
Anyway, Ciampa versus Bronson Reed.
Well, I know that's not my question about the match. I don't care about the match. What are we doing with him? What are we going to do with him? What can we do with him?
I was about to say something to you, rudely cut me off.
Wait.
But this thing was more lines to set up Nakamura's heel turn,
right?
Than anything else.
How do you feel about that? I'm not. It's like I'm happy they're trying to do something with him, but just like I don't know.
When did Asuka and Nakamura have more success when they were hits?
I was about to say back in NXT, but that's me personally. Most success came from NXT. And both of them were faces.
Granted,
roster is different.
Yeah, granted, Asuka is. So again, the thing about Asuka is she has success. She's just not being treated like such. She's not being exposed as such. That's my problem. Literally her match is next Saturday, and she's seen more like the third wheel compared to the other two. And Nakamura, I'm gonna be honest, Nakamura went missing Nakamura went missing for a hot minute. He comes back, he wins the match, then loses. I'm like, bro, what? He just came back. Shouldn't you give this man a little run before you start making him lose? I don't know, but Nakamura did have a big success as a heel, but once again, I hate to say this, but Nakamura's Intercontinental title reign was forgetful.
Okay.
I mean, which one? I like the one who when he did the speaking English. I don't speak English.
No, see, I like that, but the problem is they didn't really do much with it for long term. Because he did it during his feud with AJ Styles, and I like that. It just too many low blows kind of hampered the But
also injuries. Injuries stop a lot of their pushes.
Yeah. But Nakamura, because when the whole I don't speak no speak English thing, that's when this after he lost to AJ at WrestleMania, leading up to like a couple matches they had before his Intercontinental title reign. But
because when he was with Sammy, it wasn't bad when he was with Sammy.
See, when he was with Sammy, when it was him, Sammy, and Cesaro, that's probably the point you can say Nakamura actually had some success, but just for some reason they don't know what to do with him by himself.
I mean, we all know why though, so it's not even like a. We all know why. Is a reason why. If you don't have certain stereotypes in WWE, you're not going to get pushed.
That's actually the sad part about it. Because it really shouldn't be that way, but that's the sad part about it.
I mean, but that's all wrestling is anyway. Wrestling is all about stereotypes and what the wrestling is about stereotypes.
I mean, you're right, and you're right, and at the same time, I think the other thing is stereotypes can be done, but if they're done right, then it makes it better compared to if they're done wrong.
Right, like Samoa Joe.
I mean, yeah, let's go with that. Samoa Joe. I was actually going for the Nation of Domination, but yeah, let's go with Samoa Joe.
You know what I mean? Like, he a half-breed, so it's just like...
God damn it. I knew he was going there.
You know what I mean? Like, so should it be like half Samoa Joe?
Appreciate you, Jake. Oh man! Speaking of that, what are we doing with Karrion Kross? What can we do with Karrion Kross?
Nothing at all. I don't know. Nothing at all. But that's the problem with the lower mid card. It's like everywhere else they'll be all stars, but when they're up in WWE, they try to push them to be mega stars. It's like at best you mid. But a strong mid card actually, that's what WWE misses. They don't have a strong mid card.
I agree. That is a problem, and it doesn't help that between both your mid card champions, only one of them is
believable.
Yes, and that's Gunther.
I mean, his belt is, they treat his belt like the world. They treat his belt better than they treat the world
they treat him better than they treat Seth. And like it's crazy when you think about it, because I think this time a couple years ago, the United States Championship was the big belt, and now it switched. So now the Intercontinental Championship is the big belt.
Do you think it's because of the shows? I personally don't want Raw on USA anymore. Because I don't know well with it, because Fox is making SmackDown feels like it's important. Okay. That's the biggest thing. Like, Fox makes SmackDown feel important. USA makes Raw feels like an episode of SVU. And I don't like SVU because the woman's racist. Google it.
Jamal, what's your opinion?
He's hungry.
No, I'm good.
You look confused.
I'm tired.
It's called a food coma.
It's not a food coma. I ate fucking 4 nuggets and a fucking half a cheeseburger. That shit was nasty.
That was no damn half. You smashed that.
It was a little hamburger.
We have footage.
You know what I mean? I can delete
put all the meat in your mouth.
Wow, that went left.
Yeah. I was building up for a joke and you just kept going for it.
Copy that. Speaking of meat in the mouth, what are we gonna do with Solo Sikoa?
That sounded so wrong.
Once this family feud is over.
The family feud is going to switch the bloodline of faces.
Most of them, yeah. I did hear something about Roman potentially being turned face eventually.
That would be stupid.
Why would it be stupid?
No, why?
We know why.
It's a redemption arc. That's the
like
story.
It's like changing Goldberg to heel, or John Cena to a heel.
Okay, the thing about Cena is Cena. I believe Cena wouldn't have minded, but Vince said no because of his fan base.
Right.
Yeah, Make a Wish and his fan base. But they actually did make plans at one point for Cena to actually turn heel. They just didn't go.
Do you think that's a good idea?
All right. Let's.
I got you. Do you think that's a good idea that Vince said that?
Yes.
Because in 1996, there was a great face that turned heel, and that did wonders for the wrestling industry. No. Yeah, it did wonders.
Okay. Let's dissect what you said.
And by the way, that would be one of my matches that will make the Hall of Fame. But go ahead.
Let's dissect what you said. Let's roll it back. Cena fan bases make a wish. Kids want to see Cena.
Okay, I got you.
Roman Reigns. Hold on.
I wish John Cena become a heel. Okay, is that better?
Roman Reigns' fan base is women, so his Make-A-Wish will be different.
Yeah. Cena fan base was children. Roman's fan base is women. So having Roman turn
slobber.
Yeah,
having Roman turn face wouldn't be a bad thing. Really, it works for Roman because his fan base is mostly women.
I mean, it's all about the storyline. The storyline is his family redemption. He's going to lose his whole family, and then he's going to
lose everything.
Repent. He's going to lose everything, and then he's going to have to build himself up. That's what the storyline is.
You want to build his family? Go to Raw on Monday, and then go to AEW on Tuesday, Wednesday, and that's how you rebuild your family.
Hold on. Time out. What?
Go to Raw on Monday.
Okay.
And then go down to AEW on Wednesday.
There's no way down to AEW. You mean
that doesn't make sense?
That's how you rebuild your family.
That doesn't make sense.
Who's on Raw?
Who's on Raw? Let's pause it.
Who?
Nobody's on Raw.
Seth Rollins.
Okay.
This guy.
I see what he's doing.
That's how you rebuild your family. That would be a great story when you get the Shield back together to go against the brothers, the Usos and Solo.
Wait, hold on. Wait, that's two. First of all, time out. That's two different companies. You had to get some kind of crazy agreement, which not as I was going to agree with. And last but not least, weren't you tired of the Shield?
Your slave owner is not going to come back to WWE.
I got you. And yeah, his last name is good. But let me tell you this. What is Jamal's gimmick for this season? What's best for business?
Well, that's not what's best for business, though.
Why is it not? I need my real family. Y'all not my family. I'm going to get my real family.
If anything, he needs to go over there and get Samoa Joe and bring him into the family.
That's not. No.
Nina, hold on. No, Nia Jax is single.
That's not. No.
God damn it, buddy.
That's not.
Okay.
He can take the L. He can go there.
Okay, buddy, do me a favor. Shut up for 5 minutes. God damn it. Shut up for 5 minutes. Okay. Like, I get what he's trying to say. He's trying to bring the Shield back. You're not getting Mox unless you can find a way to convince him to go back to WWE.
He over there because there's a lot of blood going on, and
that's probably not the only reason. Anyway, Mox ain't leaving. Your bet if he wants the team of Rollins, that's fine. But you need a reason for the team of Rollins.
Is I'm paying for little Jonathan's scholarship. His way to college, and he'll go.
Wait, little John, don't John have a daughter?
Little Jonathanette.
Jamal, shut up. Anyway, next match.
My bad.
Anyway, buddy. Let's
pay for little Renee's
scholarship. Let's continue.
Here's $5 million to do one match.
But you got to remember, he don't want to come back. He won't come back until Vince is gone.
You gonna turn down $5 million?
He would.
You'd be surprised who would turn down $5 million.
Yeah. All stupid for one night.
So, Jamal, sometimes it's more than just the money. Sometimes they have their reasons.
Name one wrestler. That's more.
Eric Young left and went back to Impact because he didn't want to work with Vince McMahon.
That's a whole different other storyline. That storyline would have been stupid. Him coming out as the rabbit.
Yeah, but no, it's not this a storyline. It's to Jamal's point. Jamal's saying who would turn down a $5 million contract. Eric Young could want to work
with. A lot of people don't want to work with.
I can tell you that's not accurate because they go to Saudi Arabia every year. Every year.
That doesn't mean people want. Never mind. Anyway,
America got more blood money than Saudi Arabia.
Anyway, that being said, but yeah, like Mox ain't going back no time soon. Because I know he had an issue with creative, and let's be fair. Even without the blood, even take the blood out. Take the blood out. I'm pretty sure Mox was in WWE. He'll do a match with no blood.
Right.
That's not the problem. It's just he did not like the creative of his last gimmick.
Correct.
To be fair, it was kind of shit.
It was horrible.
Yeah, his last gimmick before he left was bad.
That's why I don't dispute what he said. about him not going back. I get it. I wouldn't go back. If you're not happy somewhere, don't go back.
Right. Right. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's what I'm trying to tell Jamal. Like, sometimes it's more than just the money. It's like Eric Young left because of his principles and his principles and whatnot. Eric Young could have made good money, but he said, no, I don't want to work with Vince McMahon, so we'll pass. It happens. I mean, that's the reason why Gail Kim never went back.
Yeah, someone else.
That's different. That's different.
Someone else. That was someone else.
It was some real racist shit.
They never believed in her. When he found out she wasn't when he found out she wasn't Asian, he was like, yeah, we're done.
Gail Kim is Asian.
No, he's not. It wasn't the Asian he wanted. I'm gonna say it like that.
There you go. That's what you're
when he found out, like, so you're not one of them?
You're not full blown.
Right.
Oh, I guess, yeah.
That's why Samoa Joe never got a push.
I think it was just funny he didn't like Joe's his body.
No, he wasn't out. No. He wasn't a full Samoan.
Well, okay.
He wasn't
from the Anna White family. That's what you're looking for. He wasn't from that family. Yeah, and unfortunately, Joe was, and which is crazy not think about it too. Hear me out.
All the Samoans look alike. So you gonna tell me you got 20 out of them, and this one that's calling himself Samoan is not one of them?
No, there's a lot of inbreeding.
He is Samoan. He's just not from that family. But hear me out though. God, Jesus Christ. Anyway, hear me out. And this is why I say it's weird. Is it weird to me that Joe outside of WWE is less injury prone than he was in WWE?
Because he doesn't wrestle as much.
But I'm saying, like, even when he did wrestle like that, he wasn't as injury prone because his teenage days, he wasn't that. He didn't get injured in his teenage days.
He didn't wrestle in WWE. You wrestle more than you in independence.
That's probably why.
And you also have to remember he injured Tyson Kidd.
That was definitely an accident, but I get your point.
And I mean, it's like, I love Samoa Joe how he wrestled, but he also wrestled reckless.
And I think it's also why he toned down some of his stuff. That's kind of why he does. That's probably one of the reasons why he doesn't really use a muscle buster like that anymore. He just goes for the clutch.
Yeah, and Tyson Kidd. He hasn't done it since then. Well, if he does, he does. I think didn't he do it on Punk once in a while?
He does. He pulls out once in a while. He doesn't. It's not his main finisher anymore.
Right.
The clutch is.
And again, and WWE, when they see people like that, you got to realize at a certain age they want you to transition to become an agent anyway.
Yeah.
That's like me wrestling. Like, I'm over 40. I'm not doing that.
You just say I'm almost 40?
I said I'm over 40.
I say nigga. You over 40, man. Anyway.
Gotta eat.
But yeah, some people. Yeah, you're right. Some people do get. A lot of people do get transitioned to being producers, if not something else, if they don't leave wrestling altogether.
Right.
Because some people leave wrestling altogether and just pursue something else.
Mm-hmm.
Like I was saying, and this would be a smart move. When Xavier Woods retires eventually, he'll probably. I don't see him being a producer, but I do see him doing other stuff in the company.
Correct.
I see
take over the internet.
Yeah, I see Big E being a producer though. I see Big E and Kofi being producers.
That's what Big E said. Big E said he ain't getting hurt again.
But what else we got? Oh yeah, so also okay, what else on Monday Night Raw we got? Also, quick side note. I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't feeling it first, but I'm kind of liking this whole thing with Chelsea and Sonya, how they come up and talk and do all this trash talking to someone else, and someone of a bigger name comes up and they just get quiet all of a sudden.
They're trying to give them a personality. I
kind of didn't like it at first, but it's kind of funny because I think this I only found it funny because of what happened with Rhea. Like they was talking to Liv, and then Rhea comes out of nowhere and they get mad quiet and because they was talking all that trash, and then Rhea walks up like, oh no, we good, we're gonna go this way. Like, wow, y'all some cowards.
Mm-hmm.
But
and that's the thing they're trying to give people personality. It's like people don't like you because you can wrestle. People like you because if you're relatable, and that's one of the problems with Lacey Evans.
She's not really relatable to many people.
No, I mean she needs to go straight alt-right. Like she needs to stop ticker-tattling around and just come out with a "Make America Great Again" shirt and call it a day.
So you saying that she should take the Sergeant Slaughter angle?
Wow.
I'm pretty sure for reasons we all know that's probably not going to happen. But speaking of Liv Morgan,
wait. Tell me. Why y'all just down that? So I just thought it was, G.I. Joe, All-American Hero, and then he switched over to being Iraqi Sergeant Slaughter.
Yeah,
so you take Lacey Evans and go with what the people don't like.
All right, so
whatever.
I commented somewhere on Twitter. They was like, if there was a female person, who would you put in Pearl? I would say Lacey Evans.
You do what?
An Imperium?
Yeah.
And why is that?
Because
that's a Slaughter Sergeant angle.
That's the legit what he was saying. You got All American, and all of a sudden she's coming out as a blue-eyed, tall, blonde German.
Right.
Not
like
really
that's what I'm going on with that.
Anyway.
One of European countries. I don't fucking know. They all bombed Iraq. I don't fucking.
Anyway, speaking of Liv Morgan, she's gonna be out for a while.
Yeah.
That angle that happened. I mean, granted, it made Rhea look like she needed any more reason to be freaking psychotic.
But yeah, that's how you write somebody off.
Yeah, so Liv's gonna be out. That I'm not gonna lie, that scream she gave actually made me feel something. So yeah, but Liv Morgan's gonna be out for a while.
A good feel, a bad feel. You can tell us. Only 3 people watching.
Like when I heard that scream, like oh man, made me feel bad. I'm like, oh damn, that's not good.
And apparently, so is KO. KO's hurt too, but he said he'll still be on TV, but they'll try to like stretch it so he'll have to drop the belt.
Yeah, like I think KO's situation isn't as it's not as bad as Liv's. Liv has I believe a separated shoulder.
Right.
So yeah,
when are we?
Go ahead.
I'm sorry. No, you go.
I was saying Liv's gonna be out for like maybe a good few months.
Mm-hmm.
When are we ending this fucking love fest between MJF and Adam Cole?
Probably tonight.
I tapped out about 2 months ago.
Jesus Christ.
Probably tonight. It's probably.
Who doesn't know that this shit's gonna end bad? Who doesn't know that?
It's not the fact it's not who's going to end bad. It's who's going to be the face, who's going to be a heel afterwards. I don't know who to boo for. I don't know who to cheer for anymore.
MJF is not a face. Never.
Depends on how he loses the belt. He will be, because he's not the face of the company.
So Jamal, here's the thing. We all know MJF's not face. That don't mean he can't play one.
Right.
Or at least he can't play. Like I mean, let's be fair. Like when he was with Cody, he was pretty convincing as someone that could potentially be a face up until the low blow. So it's not that MJF can't be a face. He can play a face. Just would it be right?
As much shit as he talked, you can see him as a face. Honestly.
I mean, let's be fair. Just because you're a face doesn't mean you have to really.
But AEW doesn't do faces and heels. They just throw matches together.
So AEW doesn't have many true faces and true heels. A lot of people are kind of in between.
All of them in between. Who's the face? I mean, no, this is a legit question. I don't know. Who's the face of the company?
I was about to say Darby's a face.
Darby's
not a face.
Yes, he is.
That's it. He's half a face.
Darby's Sting.
Oh shit! My bad, buddy. You half a face too. Sorry. Yeah, bitch.
Faces.
Where's your fuck you Jamal sign at now? Go
ahead. True faces. Darby, Sting, the Hardys.
Yo,
I'm pretty sure I noticed some true faces.
I thought the Hardys was heels.
No, the Hardys are face.
Weren't they was doing a heel angle with
No, it wasn't on the heel.
The team. They was he was
talking about the
house
firm
party. They were part of the house party.
House party.
Episode 3. I mean, season. Shit. Damn it! I fucked it up.
Remember when the Hardys was Jeff is never a heel. Matt will bounce between.
No. Jeff was a heel. He is not a believable one because people want to cheer him. The last time Jeff was a heel was in TNA.
No. Let's go. No, I'm talking about before was the Acclaim. He was a manager of a team.
Talking about Daddy Ass?
No,
Stokely?
Matt was a manager of a team in TNA, and they were heels.
And then the team changed on him.
And the team went somewhere else.
I think I know what you're talking about.
Matt, I know you talk. Matt had. Because
he would come out with seats and shit.
I know Matt. Oh, AEW, you talking about Private Party. I know you're talking about. But yeah, no,
Matt. That was like some type of party thing.
Yeah, no. Matt's a face. So is half a Private Party. Brother Zay or Isaiah Cassidy. No, they're faces.
Okay. Not to go off topic. I thought they were heels because they were going against.
No. Matt was a heel. That's the thing. Matt was a heel, but somewhere along the line he turned face.
That's why it's confusing to me because depends who they face, depends on what role they'll play.
50-50, but I see your point.
That's what I'm saying. It's not good or bad. It's like whoever I'm facing, somebody's going to cheer me. They're going to boo you.
So I think what they kind of trying to do is almost akin to what Bret Hart did back in the day, where in the States he was a heel, but in Canada he's a face.
But that's because it's Canada. Canada always does opposite of what America does.
Mostly because they don't cheer every Canadian.
No, they say a boot.
But I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about.
I mean, so I thought that all right. So it was for the BBC and the Elite.
Okay, so
I don't know who is the face. I don't know who's the heel.
So so the BBC. No, but BCC, I said BBC. I hate my life. The BCC, no, they are practically heels at this point because of some of the stuff they do. They do a lot of heelish stuff.
But they were hugging the face at the end of the match. At the end of everything else, they were hugging the Elite at the end of the last match they did.
I think that was more of a sign of respect than anything else. But
you don't do that for heels and faces. Don't do that.
Sometimes they do, but that normally also leads to an assault.
Okay. So when Kenny Omega was facing Adam Page,
who was
the heel?
So with the BCC thing, that happened at the end after Dynamite went off the air.
Okay.
That was that.
All right, I legit don't know. So that's why I'm asking this question because I don't know.
So the BCC are heels in AEW. The Elite is the example of what you're talking about. Well, most of them are, but the Elite is an example of depending on who you face, we're going to be heel or faces. That's them.
And that's why it's confusing. So when the Young Bucks faces, I'm gonna call them ATF, the Revival,
FTR.
Who's the face? Who's the heel?
I think it all depends on the build up of the story.
But you see what I'm talking about?
So I do see how it can be a bit confusing in a lot of cases. But like going back to your Hangman Kenny matchup, Kenny was a heel, Hangman was a face.
Okay. So when Kenny is facing the Dark Order, when Hangman is facing the Dark Order,
so
who's the face? Who's the heel?
Hangman's the face. The Dark Order are now heels.
Okay, so when the Dark Order is facing the Elite, who's the face? Who's the heel?
The Elite's supposed to be the face, and the Dark Order is the heels.
Okay,
so it's a bunch of confusion because you got to assume and guess at the time. Where normally, like in the WWE and other organizations, you have just straight heels. Period.
Okay, so this is the next one. So when the Dark Order is fighting the righteous ones in ROH, who is the face and who's the heel?
So I want to say the righteous are the heels, the Dark Order. Not see that one I don't know. I can't really say what a Ring of Honor one.
Okay, so
I can say the AEW. I can do the AEW one, but I can't do the Ring of Honor one because
okay.
I don't have Honor Club to watch it like that. So
I mean, just wait until the go A Dark. So
or
the Marvel,
just ask Buddy for his password.
I'm no longer a member of that.
What?
Anyway, continue.
Wow.
All right, so because when I'm watching it, I'm like, so who's the good guy, who's the bad guy? So it depends on who they're facing. So when the Acclaim is wrestling the
the Acclaim are faces. At this point, the Acclaim are faces. They're full-blown faces.
All right, so when they're facing the Bullet Club, Gold,
they're faces.
Okay, so when the Gold is facing the BBC,
if that ever happens, because Bullet Club Gold is basically on Collision more often than not. So
okay,
I don't think
FTR versus the Bullet Club.
FTR's face, Bullet Club goes heel.
Okay, so when Punk is facing Kenny Omega, who's the face? Who's the heel?
This sounds like Magic the Gathering.
If that ever happens, I don't know. I can't really tell you. And it probably all depends on where they're going to be at. If it's Chicago, Punk's the face, Kenny's the heel. If it's Canada, Kenny's the face, Punk's the heel. Because Canada don't like Punk and Chicago don't really care for Kenny.
But you can't say that because last time Punk was in Canada, they cheered for him.
That is true. But that is weird, but true.
That's what I'm saying. Like, every time I watch the show, but I don't know who to cheer for.
But the thing is, Punk is only on Collision. So Punk is mostly on Collision. He's not really going to be on Dynamite or anything like that for reasons. But yeah. So okay. So yes, I can see how it can be a bit confusing. But there are some people that are strictly faces and some people that are strictly heels.
Okay.
Orange Cassidy being an example, he is all face.
Okay. So Luchasaurus
heel with Chris.
A heel. All right. So when he was facing Jungle Boy,
Luchasaurus was a heel, Jungle Boy was a face.
All right. So what if he faces him now?
Huh?
What if he faces him now?
Oh, Jungle Boy is a heel. I don't think they're gonna face Luchasaurus.
So
I get what Buddy's saying because it's like a ball of goddamn confusion on, I gotta when am I going to be a heel? When am I going to be a face? Like I can't follow it. That makes sense.
Would AEW benefit from a little bit of structure on the face of heels? Yes. Granted, probably because of how I'm looking at it, it doesn't confuse me as much.
No, because you take every match, you take every match, you cheer for who you like, you don't cheer for who you like.
You mean I cheer for I like and I cheer for and I don't cheer for I don't care for.
Right.
In a way.
So it depends on who you match whoever with. It's like, all right, so if I don't care about either person, that's what I'm saying. This is the reason why it's hard for people who don't know AEW watch AEW. Because they were like, all right, so who am I to cheer for? So last week, I'm cheering for this person. This week, I'm cheering for this person. And it's not consistency.
So, but like I said, like for a handful, like based on what I know, there are some actual full-blown faces. And they do talk and talk and act like faces in the process. Darby, Orange Cassidy, Darby, Orange Cassidy, the Best Friends, Sting, obviously, the Hardys with Brother Zay. I'm trying to think of everyone. I know it's a list of people, but I'm just blanking right now. Okay. And as far as the heel side, the Mongol embassy, Jericho, Konosuke Takeshita, Bullet Club Gold, Mongol has Swerve, so he's kind of part of that. Samoa Joe to an extent, because I think he's a heel right now. The claim faces with with Billy Gunn. As far as the women's side, the Outcasts.
You ain't gonna talk about the women's side. The women's side is all messed up. So if the Dark Order, all right. So if the House of Black
are on Collision and Collision only, and they are heels.
Okay, so if when they face,
what just happened?
The Bullet Club. When they face the Bullet Club,
that's assuming they get set up to face the Bullet Club. It might be a case of like
right now they're going to be facing Andrade.
Yeah,
and the assumption is Roos is going to join him.
That's what I was thinking. That's what I was thinking. So it's probably going to be a case of heel versus heel, because there are cases where you have heels facing other heels and faces face other faces. There are cases like that, and in those cases, that becomes then in those cases, good luck, because if you have two faces facing off each other, then the fans are going to be split regardless. As far as two heels, the fans are going to split. If it's two heels, the fans are going to cheer for which heel they like the most.
Correct.
So it is possible to have a heel versus heel thing, because like I said, the House of Black, they're heels. They are full blown heels. So if any reason they face Bullet Club Gold, the House of Black will still be heels, but so will Bullet Club Gold. And what will probably happen is it's possible people are either going to probably cheer for the House of Black more or Bullet Club Gold more. I'm not sure.
Mm-hmm. Okay, because I need a flow chart to watch AEW sometimes. That's legit. That's not even me BSing, because I don't know what's going on, and I watch it every week because it's like, all right, so I'm supposed to cheer for this person. I'm not, because I take it. So I step away from. I try to minimize my wrestling knowledge when I watch certain things, so I don't have to. So I don't assume what's going to happen.
Yeah. So I think it's just my approach to these kind of things as to why I can enjoy, if not have an issue with certain projects. Now, granted, I do criticize AEW, despite how it looks half the time. I do criticize AEW. The missus can tell you I will criticize AEW if they're messed up. Granted, I criticize a lot of wrestling shows. Regardless, I've talked about how I forgot who said it, but Impact definitely will benefit with having a better venue to give them more to get a better feel, so it can probably attract some audience, and it will help for them to get a proper TV deal. Buddy, I do agree that Ring of Honor will benefit having a complete separate roster to AEW and getting a proper TV deal and whatnot. So yes, I am critical. I am critical. It's just a lot of cases I don't necessarily agree with y'all criticisms, probably because of how I'm personally looking at it. That don't mean that I don't think you're right. It's just maybe I see things differently.
Yeah, I mean, I criticize everything. So for TNA, right? Mm-hmm. It's more or less of, because I'm always pro TNA because I like what they're doing. Everything their booking makes more sense than any other company other than MLW, Boombaye. So I look at it as, all right, so me stepping back, who and what is the important things to do certain stuff as? That's all I say. Because I want it to make sense. Please make it
understandable. That's understandable.
Boombaye. Because even with MLW, you know who's the face, who's the heel. You know what I mean? Alex Kane is an amazing champion. That's why I'm always a champion of what he does, Boombaye. So it's it's like certain things you just have to like you drive in there because I look at how TNA handle things. It's like, yo, they've been the best book company in the last 2 years. But again, like you said before, the venue is like, I want their company to believe in them. I want their parent company to believe in them as much as I believe in them.
Right.
And that's one of the biggest things because they always being held back.
Right. Because like one thing I was showing the missus is I show her some old TNA footage and whatnot. And I showed her the venue. The venue and how the production setup had a much better feel, where and people could really get interested and actually and it drew people to watch TNA Impact. TNA Impact Wrestling right now. Yes, off and all, they're more like all the better book company thus far. It's just like you said, they're being held back. The production value isn't as great as the old days, and that can be good or bad depending on how you want to look at it. But the venue is kind of is not helping the feel of Impact Wrestling. Like when I watch Impact, knowing that Impact Wrestling is supposed to be like a big production company, when I watch Impact Wrestling, I get more, and this is not a shot to MCW, I get more of a house show MCW feel than a big budget TV production.
Correct.
Again, I have nothing against MCW. I actually been to a couple of MCW shows. Yeah. I like MCW.
I mean, they're a home promotion, Maryland Championship Wrestling.
Right, but it's just from my point of view, Impact's how they production value and venue just doesn't. And maybe it's because there's probably still kind of a build or whatever. But at this point, I would think they should have enough confidence in themselves to try something bigger. But granted, I think the other thing is the fact that, like you said, their parent promotion probably doesn't have the confidence in them to really get out there. Are they going to probably top WWE? No, and that was Hulk Hogan's big mistake the first time he tried it. But they can still be a strong contender for second, if not third.
Oh, side note. Did you hear what Bubba Ray said about him and Tommy Dreamer can make AEW hit $1 million if they go over there?
No, I didn't hear that.
I heard that dumb shit.
I didn't hear that. No, I didn't hear that. I heard about Seth Rollins saying what Seth Rollins said about Dave Meltzer's star ratings, but no, I didn't hear what Bubba Bully and Dreamer said.
So Bubba Ray Dudley said,
Dreamer didn't say shit. Dreamer ain't say nothing. That was Bubba Ray dumbass. So go ahead.
So the storyline with Jungle Boy is that he was taking digs at ECW.
Right.
So Bully Ray was like, if we go there, we can make y'all hit $1 million. By them, they're like, they can take them over the hump by bringing in their fans to make them worthwhile.
Okay. Look,
hold on, are you familiar with what Jungle Boy said about ECW?
I think I watched because I think he said something about it on Dynamite this past week.
Right. So that storyline is to bring in the ECW originals.
Right. So while having Bully or Dreamer go there can increase the rating, them hitting the mid. Okay, Bully, I like you, but I think you're way overconfident talking about you're gonna hit $1 million. I honestly believe you're way overconfident thinking that. And
motherfucker! Oh my Jesus Christ! Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Like I get it. Like you're a heel, and I don't know. I think Bully's a bit delusional. I truly believe that.
I don't know, because I was on your line until you said that. Because I think if Bully, first of all, I'm gonna just shoot the shit. Tony's not gonna listen to Bully Ray. He's not gonna listen to Bully Ray. But if Tony listened to Bully Ray and say, hey, this is the storyline that we're gonna do. Follow my storyline, and we can take this storyline to the next level with Jungle Boy. The problem is Bully Ray ego is not going to play second fiddle to the Elite.
Like I agree that Bully coming in, like I said, Bully can increase the rating. Yes, I can agree to that. Them hitting $1 million, I don't see it. I don't see them hitting $1 million. I can see their ratings increase. I can see that. That's probably the best I can see though.
I mean, because I'm sitting back thinking about it. I'm trying to be outside of the norm. I believe that if they actually put forth the effort, Bully as a booker, I trust Bully and Tommy as a booker to bring in the other what 10 million.
Now, if you're talking about being not based on, because I know Tommy works on the Impact Wrestling, I can see Tommy helping AEW hit that mark. I can see Tommy because like he helps book Impact Wrestling. He's doing a good job, so I can see that.
Right, but the question is, are they going to allow him to work with? Because Bully's on Impact, and Bully's in NWA. He goes over there all the time because his girlfriend works for NWA.
Talking about Velvet, they're still together.
Mm-hmm.
I thought they broke up.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So he'll show up. He'll show up on NWA Power all the time. He'll just be there doing that taping. And a couple of his students go there. Carmella is one of his former students.
Who?
The current NWA Women's Champion.
Oh, Camille.
Camille is one of his students.
Did you just do Camille like Bill Cosby?
I'm still
wow.
So
wow. Let me hold your drink there. Oh, right. Too soon? Sorry. My bad. Go ahead, continue.
What the hell?
So my thing is they can do it, but Tony's not gonna listen.
I mean, it'll be wise for Tony to do listen though. I mean,
the natural progression is them booking because he's not gonna want to play second fiddle. He wanted to be on the main storyline. The question is, who's going to be a part of the main storyline? I can see the British Broadcasting Network working with him, but I don't see the Elite working with him.
Right. So, quick side note: no, Bully and Velvet aren't dating. They're not dating anymore. They broke up in 2021. So I was right. But continue.
Oh, they were just talking about them being together with NWA.
Probably working together, but not really. I don't know.
No,
but,
they literally was the last episode of the Power.
When did they tape that? In 2021?
Wow. Cold blood.
Anyway, continue though.
So it's one of the things that if Bully come over there, I think his booking malice will put them over if they listen.
It will be wise for Tony. I do agree. It will be wise for Tony Khan to get other wrestling heads there to help him book the show, so he's not doing it all himself.
Right.
I get the idea of letting wrestlers do their stuff, but having other people who's been booking for a while, have the wrestlers go through the bookers and so on and so forth could probably help make a storyline or whatever come out a bit better.
I said, hell, get on Rampage.
Huh?
I said, give Bully Rampage.
Hey, I don't see why not. Yeah, give Bully Rampage. Give Bully Rampage and let's see what he does with it. But oh yeah, so quick. So moving away from AEW for a bit, we have the Great American Bash tomorrow night.
I wasn't gonna talk about it.
Why not? Why don't you want to talk about it?
It's nothing on there I want to like. It's nothing on there that really makes me want to. All right, fine. We are talking about a relationship. Go ahead.
I guess I'll be watching that since nobody wanted to give me that password so I could watch it. But I got it. I want to pay for it, so I'll be watching it tomorrow.
Good job.
Are you okay, Jamal?
I'm good. I'm gooch.
He's coming down from his diabetic high.
Nah, fucking here. I'm tired as a bitch.
this man complaining about people not giving them passwords and stuff. Man, get your own.
Nah, fuck that. You ain't never shared a Netflix password?
No.
You've never shared any passwords?
No.
You don't know what you're missing.
Well, I don't know what I'm missing.
That's that freedom.
I don't even use Netflix for real.
See, that's the problem.
What's the problem? There's not much on Netflix that I want to see, but I digress.
Paradise.
The One Piece. Wow. The One Piece. Live action.
So, buddy, this is just me. I have a really high skepticism when it comes to live action stuff.
Like The Little Mermaid?
No, I didn't watch The Little Mermaid. I didn't watch it either.
Well, don't do that with him.
Let's talk about live action.
I'm very skeptical when it comes to live action, especially when it comes to anime, because the Death Note one sucked, the Bebop one sucked.
What?
Ghost in the Shell was okay at best.
Bebop was
and I watched Ghost in the Shell live action. I thought it was pretty decent. It could have been better, but I thought it was pretty decent. But yeah, Bebop sucked. Death Note sucked. The less I talk about the Dragon Ball one, the better. The last Airbender definitely was trash.
The Kenshin one was good.
I didn't watch the Kenshin one. I actually wanted to watch that one. That was one of the ones. That was one of the ones That was one I legitimately wanted to watch. I don't know the Bleach one, so I can't really say about that. And I don't know about Attack on Titan one, so I can't say about that. So I'm skeptical with this One Piece one, much less the Yu Yu Hakusho one they're doing, because Yu Yu Hakusho is one of my all-time favorites. So they fuck this up, I'm going to be pissed.
This is the problem. This is what you got to understand. Okay, now, and we're not talking about wrestling.
JoJo.
Oh yeah, that's right. They did do a JoJo one. That's right.
They are
JoJo Part 4.
They're not going to mess this One Piece one up because the original writer has a lot of influence on what's going on. So if it's not right, it's not going to come across.
God
order
is overseeing all.
See, okay, that helps out a little bit, but my skepticism won't be cleared until somehow, some way, I actually do watch it. I won't be cleared until I see it myself.
You want my password? Password 1 2 3 4.
I'm good.
I just gave it to you.
I'm good, Jamal. I'm good.
Okay. All right.
My big thing is
the S's are backwards.
Go ahead, buddy.
My biggest thing is I'm too dedicated to One Piece not to watch it. I think that's the only other fan base that I go out. I don't argue with people over One Piece because that community itself will push you out if you don't say the right thing.
Oh, speaking of One Piece, buddy, I don't know if you had the game Pirate Warriors 4. It was so One Piece had made a Dynasty Warriors style One Piece game a while ago, and they just announced recently that Gear 5 Luffy's going to be on it. If you don't mind that.
This nigga got off so he can go look that shit up. First off, that sounds very stupid because Dynasty Wars was a dumbass game.
What do you mean Dynasty Wars was a dumbass game?
It was one person versus 9 billion fucking people.
It gave you the idea of what it'd be to be a complete badass. It was fun.
You're not. It's like John Wick. No.
What do you mean? Okay.
That's
clearly, it's a video game.
Nah, yo, I need realism in my video games.
I don't. I'm good. I'm perfectly fine with the power fantasy that I get in certain video games.
1 billion guys coming over a hill to attack you and attack you one at a time.
They don't attack you one time. A lot of them jump you.
In the beginning of the series, they did that.
No, even some later ones, they jump you. A lot of them always.
Let me see if it's on my Game Pass. If it's on Game Pass, I'll play that shit again.
Do I have this? Hold on.
What Dynasty or Pirate Warriors 4?
I think do I have? Because I downloaded it because I've been playing. Hold on, I haven't played this. Hold on. Y'all continue. I don't care about wrestling anymore.
You've been playing.
Damn.
This nigga said, I don't care about wrestling.
So
back to wrestling.
Go ahead.
The future. Steiner.
The Braun Breaker?
I still think that it's going to be a WrestleMania, not WrestleMania. I'm sorry, a Royal Rumble debut.
I mean, I can see that.
Him and Melo.
I can see that.
Him and Melo, and that's going to be the introduction to the roster. If not, then it's going to be after WrestleMania. I think they should take Karrion Kross back down to NXT, and then, yeah.
I don't remember what games I've been playing. Hogwarts for so long. I don't even think I remember.
Ooh, I was about to say something. I'm gonna say it off air. Ooh,
but
I caught myself. Oh my god. Oh,
but yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. They had announced it recently that they're dropping 3 new DLCs for Pirate Warriors 4, and the first one is going to have Gear 5 Luffy.
Yeah, fish.
Yeah, and and Jamal isn't a fan of Dynasty Warrior games, so I don't think he cares.
It's stupid. One man in a Chinese era war style game, which is him and one sword and an elephant versus 90 million people. Come get me, bitch.
I mean, a lot of them got swords, spears, bows and arrows. A lot of them got their own elephants.
That's
yeah.
stupid.
A lot of them got axes, and then a lot of them got like mystical powers and shit.
Exactly why it's stupid. All right, let's wrap this show up because we're done with wrestling right now. And talk about video games. We'll do another podcast about video games. I have been your host. I am Jamal Goode. I want to thank you for joining us this week. You can follow me on Instagram with JMall Forever. JMall Bad. And also you can follow me on my new Instagram page, YouTube page, Good Creations LLC, where you can buy some good, fantastic stuff. I can't do it by myself again. I did it with Will. Thank you for joining us.
Follow me at Rageous Dido on Twitter. Or I tend to retweet stuff involving Kamen Rider, sometimes video games. I'll talk about video games, Kamen Rider, and wrestling. My Twitch page, twitch.tv/ZitoBlade. I'm trying to get back into the streaming thing. My Instagram page, Zito Geek. I tend to share pictures of stuff I got from conventions or wrestling events I've gone to, so on and so forth. I'm working to get my YouTube pages back in order, so when I get that done, I'll tell everybody.
And Buddy, thank you for joining us today. This nigga's stuck.
Anyway, fuck it. Salute. I'm trying to figure this thing out. I don't care anymore. I figured it is what it is. It is.
All right. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, again.
The Wrestling Apostle. Follow me at MCW Blues on Twitter. I'm always live tweeting tonight, I believe, and I'll be I might be live tweeting tomorrow.
He's been shadow banned. Thank you to Aaron and Chris. Shout out to them too. Again, thank you for joining us for episode 4. Even though it's episode 3. If you see 3, you can't read, fucking idiots. We will see you guys next week.